I'm 89 years old. I can't drive anymore. I can't hear worth a damn. My knees sound like gravel when I stand up. But my mind? My mind is sharp enough to remember every single mistake I made as a father, and there were a lot of them. My son hasn't called me in 4 years. 4 years. Not on my birthday, not on Christmas, nothing. And before you take his side, before you assume I was some monster, let me tell you something. I wasn't a drunk. I didn't hit him. I didn't abandon him. I did something worse. I was there, but I wasn't present. I showed up, but I didn't see him. And now, at 89, sitting in this chair with nothing but time, I finally understand what I lost. And I need to tell you about it, because I see you making the same mistake. Right now, today, with your own kids. Let me tell you about Michael. That's my son. Born 1965, August 14th, 7 pounds, 3 ounces. I remember because I wrote it down in a notebook I kept for exactly 3 weeks before I got too busy. I was 32 years old. I had just made partner at the firm. I was on fire, youngest partner they'd ever had. I was going to build an empire. I was going to give my family everything. And I did. Big house, good schools, vacations to Disney World. Michael had every toy he ever asked for, every advantage. What he didn't have was me. I'd come home at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. He'd be in his pajamas already. My wife would have him wait up to say goodnight. He'd show me a drawing he made, a spaceship, a dinosaur, whatever kids draw. And I'd look at it for maybe 5 seconds. That's great, buddy, really great. Now get to bed, school tomorrow. 5 seconds, that's what I gave him. The leftovers of my day, the scraps. He stopped showing me his drawings when he was 7. I told myself I was doing it for him. All those hours at the office, all those missed baseball games, all those school plays I didn't attend. I was building security. I was being responsible. That's the lie we tell ourselves, isn't it? We're doing it for them. No, we're doing it for us, for our ego, for our pride, to prove something to people who don't even care. Michael made the varsity basketball team his sophomore year. Big deal for a 15-year-old. He was so excited, he called me at work to tell me. I was in a meeting. I told my secretary to tell him congratulations and that we'd celebrate at dinner. I forgot, completely forgot. Came home at 10 p.m. with Chinese takeout. He was already in his room, door closed, didn't come out. My wife, God rest her soul, she looked at me and said, "You promised him." I said, "I'll make it up to him this weekend." I didn't. Something came up, always something coming up. He played 4 years of varsity basketball. You want to know how many games I attended? 3. 3 out of probably 80 games. And in those 3 games, I spent half the time on my phone, taking calls, checking emails. He stopped telling me when his games were after junior year. When he graduated high school, I gave him a Rolex, expensive one, engraved and everything. To Michael, congratulations, love, Dad. He looked at that watch like it was a piece of garbage. He said thanks, put it in the box, and I never saw him wear it. I was confused, hurt even. That watch cost me $8,000. I thought it showed him how proud I was. But you can't buy back time with a watch, even an expensive one. The irony was lost on him, even if it was lost on me. He went to college across the country. Stanford, smart kid. I was proud, told everyone at the office my son got into Stanford. He called home once a month, talked to his mother mostly.
When she'd hand me the phone, our conversations lasted maybe 2 minutes. How are your classes? Good. How's the weather? Good. Need anything? No. Okay. Love you. Bye. 2 minutes. After not seeing him for months. 2 minutes. He graduated. I flew out for the ceremony. Took 2 days off work. Felt like I was really making an effort. During the reception, I spent most of the time networking with other parents. Silicon Valley connections, you know? Always working. Michael introduced me to his girlfriend, sweet girl, Sarah. I shook her hand, said nice to meet you, and then I got pulled into a conversation about venture capital with someone's father. I didn't talk to Sarah again that entire day. Didn't ask Michael about her, didn't ask how they met, nothing. They got married 3 years later, 2011. I found out from my wife. He didn't tell me himself, just sent a save-the-date card in the mail like I was a distant cousin. That hurt. I confronted him about it on the phone. Why didn't you tell me you were engaged? I'm your father. You know what he said? He said, I figured you'd find out eventually. You always do. Cold, detached, like he was talking to a stranger. I went to the wedding, gave a speech, talked about what a great kid he was, how proud I was, how he'd accomplished so much. Everything I said was true. Everything I said was also empty, because I didn't really know him. I knew the resume, the achievements, the highlights. I didn't know what scared him, what made him laugh, what he dreamed about at night. I didn't know his favorite movie or his favorite song or what he liked on his pizza. I was his father, but I was a stranger. After the wedding, the calls got less frequent, once a few months, then every 6 months, then just holidays. Then, 4 years ago, they stopped completely. I don't even know what the final straw was. There wasn't a big fight, no dramatic falling out. We just faded. My wife died 2 years ago, heart failure. He came to the funeral, stood in the back, left before the reception, didn't say a word to me. I tried calling him after that, left voicemails. Michael, it's Dad. Just wanted to talk. Call me back. He never did. I'm 89 years old. I have a big house that's too quiet. I have money in the bank that doesn't mean anything. I have a Rolex collection that nobody cares about. And I have a son who is alive, healthy, living 2,000 miles away, who wants nothing to do with me. And the worst part? I deserve it, every bit of it. Now, you're watching this, and you're thinking one of 2 things. Either you're thinking, what a terrible father, or you're thinking, oh God, that's me. If you're in that second group, listen to me. You still have time, but not much. Here's what I know now that I didn't know then. Number 1, your kids don't need your money. They need your attention. That Rolex? Meaningless. You know what Michael wanted? He wanted me in the bleachers. He wanted me to ask about his day and actually listen to the answer. He wanted me to know his friends' names. He wanted me to be interested in his life. Money is easy. Attention is hard. And that's exactly why attention is what matters. Stop hiding behind providing. Providing is the baseline. It's not the relationship. Number 2, quality time is a lie we tell ourselves to justify absence. I used to say that. I may not be there a lot, but when I am, it's quality time. No, that's not how it works. Kids need quantity. They need you there for the boring stuff, the homework, the regular Tuesday dinner, the drive to school. The connection doesn't happen in the one big vacation. It happens in 1,000 small moments, and I missed them all. Number 3, they will remember what you missed more than what you attended. I went to 3 basketball games. Michael remembers the 77 I didn't go to. I took him to Disney World once. He remembers the 10 birthdays I worked late. Your presence writes in permanent ink. Your absence writes in bold. Number 4. One day they will stop asking. Michael stopped showing me his drawings at 7. He stopped inviting me to his games at 16. He stopped calling just to talk at 23. There is a window, and it closes quietly. You won't get a warning. One day you'll realize they stopped reaching out, and by then, the damage is done. Number 5. You cannot rebuild this later. I thought I'd have time. I thought when I retired, when things slowed down, I'd reconnect with him. We'd go fishing. We'd have those deep father-son talks. That's fantasy. By the time you have the time, they're gone. Not dead. Worse, indifferent. You can't speed run a relationship at the end.